From our studio in the central of Jakarta, welcome to House News. Today we have special report coming from MIKTA Speaker Consultation as well as Indonesia House of Representatives. So now let's start the program with the headlines. The Indonesian Parliament currently hosted the MIKTA Speakers Consultation carrying the theme Strengthening Multilateralism and Addressing Intergenerational Challenges. Representatives of MIKTA member countries expressed the same voice on the importance of realizing peace in Palestine. The MIKTA Forum provides a collaborative space for members to share insights and experiences, strengthening mutual learning in development. Indonesia's gross domestic product growth slowed to 4.94% in the third quarter, compared with 5.72% during the same period in 2022. The House strongly urges General Election Commissions and the election oversight body to maintain neutrality in overseeing the next year election. Commission Aid has firmly rejected the government's proposal to raise the Hajj cost in 2024, as the proposed expenses are too high and could burden the pilgrims. Discover the world of MIKTA, where Mexico, Indonesia, South Korea, Turkey, and Australia unite for global impact. Beyond multilateral talks, MIKTA takes action by promoting youth empowerment for a brighter collaborative future. The Speaker of the House extended a warm invitation to MIKTA delegates for an exclusive tour of the Parliament building. Amid the rising tension and competition between major global powers, the House promotes international cooperation to address global issues through the MIKTA Forum. The Speaker of the House, Dr. Honoris Causa Puan Maharani, noted the MIKTA Forum comprising Mexico, Indonesia, South Korea, Turkey, and Australia can bridge the gap between developing and developed countries in tackling regional challenges and addressing various global issues.
Pada pertemuan dengan Presiden, kami membicarakan berbagai hal, khususnya terkait dengan perdamaian yang ada di Gaza, Palestina. Bagaimana kami dalam sidang MIKTA ini mendorong agar nanti bisa dibukanya koridor-koridor kemanusiaan dan tetap memperjuangkan kemerdekaan yang ada di Palestina. Kemudian kami juga tadi berbicara tentang climate change, juga tentang hal-hal yang terkait dengan ekonomi yang saat ini sedang dalam situasi yang tidak cukup baik juga di dunia internasional atau di negara-negara yang lain. Karenanya kami bersepakat bahwa forum MIKTA ini nantinya akan menghasilkan sepakatan atau joint statement yang pertama tentu saja mendukung perdamaian, bagaimana kemudian ekonomi global ini bisa berjalan baik, dan apapun yang terjadi, MIKTA sebagai salah satu forum bisa mendukung apa yang didukung atau dilakukan bersinergi dengan pemerintah di negara-negara MIKTA tersebut.
Furthermore, Puan hopes the MIKTA Speakers Consultation meeting in Jakarta can strengthen the positions of middle power countries. She also encourages the member countries to increase collaboration and strategic partnership among them. Rifki Antemi, TVR Parlemen report. The Speaker of the House conveys various agreements made during the MIKTA Parliament speakers, from strengthening multilateralism to resolving the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. After receiving a visit from the Parliament speakers from fellow nations, at the Nusantara Building, Jakarta, the Speaker of the House, Dr. Honoris Causa Puan Maharani, elaborates various points of agreement in the MIKTA speakers meeting, one of which is a collective effort to seek a resolution for the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Puan Maharani adds, despite different perspectives, all MIKTA Parliament members are committed to a ceasefire, including the release of hostages and opening humanitarian access to Gaza. Additionally, MIKTA member parliaments also agreed to support efforts in creating peace and achieving the two-state solution.
Semua negara MIKTA mengedepankan perdamaian. Namun memang ada perbedaan pendapat dari negara MIKTA yang menyatakan bahwa apakah perdamaian itu harus dilakukan secara cepat, secara singkat, bahkan kemudian gencatan senjata segera harus dilaksanakan. Namun ada juga yang menyatakan pendapatnya bahwa kita lakukan perdamaian ini secara dialog walaupun memakan waktu. Namun yang penting saat ini terkait kependudukan Israel ke Palestina harus diselesaikan atau di stop. Nah, tentu saja itu bukan suatu hal yang mudah, ini suatu hal yang sulit di lapangannya. Namun MIKTA telah sama-sama berkomitmen untuk selalu mendorong perdamaian.
Puan highlights Indonesia remains consistent in supporting the independence of Palestine and peace in Gaza. The ongoing conflict is considered a war crime and has claimed many lives, including women and children. Dodi Muharam, TVR Parlemen reports. Still from the MIKTA Forum, where BKSAP of the House sees the forum as an opportunity to enhance cooperation among middle power nations, including in addressing regional interests such as the development of the new capital. Member of the Committee for Interparliamentary Cooperation of the House, Ade Rosi Hoirunisa, highlights the potential of the MIKTA Forum as a platform for sharing knowledge among the members. Ade Rosi hopes Indonesia can engage in discussion with Australia regarding the relocations of the capital, as Australia has successful experience in relocating its own national capital from Melbourne to Canberra in 1927.
Tadi juga disampaikan bahwa kita saat ini Indonesia sedang proses untuk membangun IKN dan kita tahu bahwa Australia mempunyai pengalaman berkaitan dengan pembentukan ibu kota negara di Canberra. Oleh karena itu kita mengharapkan agar pemerintah Australia bisa ikut mensupport dan membantu bagaimana perkembangan dan pendirian IKN di Indonesia ini agar bisa terwujud. Dan alhamdulillah respon baik dari semua negara-negara pun tersampaikan kepada kami sehingga saya rasa mudah-mudahan kegiatan MIKTA ini tentu manfaat buat pertemuan global antara negara-negara MIKTA.
As a forum consisting of middle power countries, MIKTA is expected to be a balance amid the competitions of major powers. It aims to strengthen multilateralism to promote collective security, stability, and prosperity. Rifki Antemi, TVR Parlemen report. More updates on the Hajj Cost 2024 is coming to your way. Stay tuned to House News. In response to the economic slowdown in the third quarter of 2023, the House urges the government to stimulate economic growth by boosting public consumption and attracting investors to Indonesia. Member of Commission 11 of the House, Hendrawan Supratikno, highlights the post-pandemic policy contributing to the slow economic growth. Therefore, through the social assistance program, it is hoped people's purchasing power will get improved. On the other hand, Hendrawan emphasizes the need for government intervention to convince investors to invest their capital in Indonesia. Investment is considered important to increase the state revenue and stimulate domestic economic circulation.
Kalau secara makro, kita semua sudah tahu lah, ya, investor memilih sikap wait and see, melihat apakah pemilu ini berjalan baik atau tidak, konsistensi kebijakan dipertahankan atau tidak, ya. Kemudian harga komoditas mengalami penurunan, itu artinya ekspor kita, ya kan, mengalami penurunan. Kemudian inflasi masih menjadi momok secara internasional, sampai muncul istilah higher for longer, lebih tinggi untuk waktu yang lebih lama, ya. Tetapi ada sinyal bahwa tingkat pengangguran di Amerika Serikat, ya, sudah mulai stabil. Kemudian kesempatan kerja di Amerika Serikat, tadi pagi saya mendengar informasi, ya, sudah mulai landai.
Hendrawan hopes positive changes in the U.S. labor market could make the U.S. Central Bank lower the interest rate. This, in turn, is expected to strengthen the rupiah against other currencies. Helmi Darmawan, TVR Parlemen reports. As the 2024 election approaches, the House urges the election organizers to remain neutral and ensure the democratic celebration is peaceful, safe, and fair. Member of the House Ahmad Baidowi mentions the key to a successful electoral process is in the credibility of the institution involved. To achieve a direct, general, free, confidential, honest, and fair election is only possible when the election organizers maintain neutrality and integrity. Baidowi emphasizes the importance of monitoring at every stage of the election process, including the 75-day campaign period aligned with regulations and standards. This will contribute to the credibility and development of the democratic institution within the country.
Ya, kami berharap KPU dan Bawaslu menjaga netralitasnya sehingga bisa menjamin perjalanan demokrasi ini sesuai dengan koridor yang benar, sesuai dengan koridor perundang-undangan. Nah, dalam beberapa kesempatan kita masih melihat KPU dan Bawaslu sesuai dengan rel-rel yang dilalui, artinya tidak melenceng dari rel yang sudah ditentukan. Kami berharap ini tetap dijaga sampai pelaksanaan pemilu yang akan datang, karena kredibilitas penyelenggara pemilu itu merupakan salah satu kunci sukses dari penyelenggaraan pemilu. Kalau sampai penyelenggara pemilunya tidak netral, maka negara ini akan menuju ke kemunduran demokrasi dan akan menjadi potensi chaos.
Furthermore, Baidowi adds elections are a crucial time for communities to choose their leaders. He encourages people to actively participate in the upcoming election, as well as to be more cautious against provocations that could potentially divide the nation. Aditya and Yoga, TVR Parlemen report. Now let's move on to Hajj 2024, where Commission 8 of the House, along with the government, have discussed the Hajj cost for the upcoming year. The discussion aims to help pilgrims in settling the cost and also to prepare services for the pilgrims. Member of Commission 8 of the House, John Kennedy Assis, emphasizes the House is committed to ensuring the 2024 Hajj cost does not burden prospective pilgrims. He also says Commission 8 continues to reach an agreement with the government before the end of the session period. Commission 8 of the House has rejected the Ministry of Religious Affairs proposal to raise the Hajj cost of 105 million rupiah per pilgrim. Commission 8 argues this amount is too high and could become a financial burden for potential pilgrims.
Kami upayakan dalam bulan ini ya, sebelum ditutup masa persidangan ini sudah putus ya, sudah ada, mudah-mudahan terjadi kesepakatan antara pemerintah dengan DPR tentang biaya ibadah haji itu. Kalau menurut rencana kita akan putus sekitar tanggal 22 atau tanggal 23 November ini. Mudah-mudahan sekali lagi saya mohon doa, mohon dukungan, mohon support daripada masyarakat Indonesia, khususnya calon jemaah haji yang akan berangkat di tahun 2024. Kami mohon dukungan, mudah-mudahan ya biaya perjalanan ibadah haji ini tidak naik, kalaupun naik hanya naik sebatas implikasi dari perbedaan nilai tukar rupiah terhadap US dollar.
The proposal for the Hajj cost increase will be discussed by the working committee together with the government. One of the key points to be discussed is the proportion of costs paid by pilgrims and the portion taken from the benefit value of the pilgrim's initial deposit. Oki Zulindra, Helmi, TVR Parlemen report. In our next segment, all you need to know about MIKTA. So stick around only on House News. In a world interconnected by shared challenges and opportunities, nations are coming together to build bridges and strengthen collaborations. Let's explore the dynamic alliance known as MIKTA. MIKTA represents a unique coalition of 5 diverse nations: Mexico, Indonesia, South Korea, Turkey, and Australia. These countries from different continents and cultures have joined forces to address global issues and promote mutual understanding. MIKTA emerged from the G20 in 2013, bringing together middle powers to foster a renewed and innovative partnership to address the challenges of global governance. The group's activities are coordinated by the MIKTA chair, who is appointed each year on a rotating basis. The chair works to promote MIKTA's priorities and to drive multilateral collaboration. MIKTA is not a group of superpowers, yet they have the potential to influence and sharpen global agendas significantly. The total population of the 5 countries is beyond 500 million people. The whole group generates almost 10% of global trade. Thus, MIKTA's current and potential power should neither be over nor understated. Through various programs and collaborative efforts, MIKTA also equips young people with the necessary skills and opportunities for a brighter and more collaborative future. The MIKTA Youth Initiative is a collaborative effort aimed at supporting and empowering young people of MIKTA member countries. The event is a platform for youth dialogue and exchange, empowering young people and raising awareness of MIKTA among the youth. It consists of two main events, MIKTA Future Diplomats and MIKTA Young Leaders Camp. These events serve as a training platform for selected youth to learn about international diplomacy. Additionally, there are 4 side bilateral events called the MIKTA Connect, in which young professional and youth connect with MIKTA countries' embassy officials in Jakarta and learn about the cultures of each MIKTA member. This year, as the chair of the MIKTA Parlemen, the House has taken a step by introducing the agenda Harnessing the Power of Youth, a Better Future. This underscores the commitment of the Indonesian Parliament to prioritize the concerns and aspirations of the youth. Youth can be a positive force for development when provided with the knowledge and opportunities. They can lead the way in promoting unity and cooperations between different generations. The Speaker of the House welcomed MIKTA delegates to a tour of the Parliament building. This offers delegates a first-hand experience to explore the architecture and history within the Parliament walls. At the recent NIN MIKTA Speaker consultation meeting, the Speaker of the House invited delegates to visit the Parliament complex. This welcoming gestures aims to strengthen connection and understanding within the MIKTA members. The Parliament building has a unique and characteristic design, specifically the roof structure, which is compared to a turtle shell. It symbolizes the flapping wings of a bird preparing to take off. The complex comprises 6 buildings. The main building is Nusantara with its unique Garuda wing-shaped roof. The other 5 buildings are Nusantara 1, containing legislator members' offices and meeting rooms. Nusantara 2 and Nusantara 3, which contain committee meeting rooms and offices. Nusantara 4, used for conferences and ceremonies, and Nusantara 5, which has a 500-seat plenary hall. Construction of the building was ordered in 1965 by Sukarno. The building was intended to house the Conference of New Emerging Forces or CONEFO. Gradually, construction was completed and handed over to the Secretariat General of the House in 1983. As MIKTA delegates explore this historic space, they become part of a living story, a story of diplomacy, unity, and shared aspiration for a collaborative future. And that's House News for today. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day.